Dixon writes, "Hey, sons and daughters of AMC, love the show. My question is, why hasn't Hancock 2 been made? It was one of my favorite films by Will Smith. It made $624,386,746 worldwide, and its budget was $150 million. So, with that money, why haven't they moved forward?"
You guys want to start with this one?
Yeah,
That's a lot of money.
I actually liked Hancock, even though I think most critics and most of the audience didn't. But the reason why they didn't move with the sequel is because of the reaction that people got from it. I mean, they got a lot of people to come see it because at the time Will Smith was a much larger name. I mean, he's still a big name, but at that time he was huge. And it was a superhero thing, and people thought it was going to be more comic booky. And so they got everyone to see it, but after they got out, I remember a lot of complaints. People were like, "I didn't want to see this homeless superhero," and stuff like that. So the studio realized that if they made a sequel, it would not be well received, that people wouldn't be excited to see it, so they didn't want to take that risk.
Aaron?
Well, in my opinion, it's one of those movies that was hot and exciting and a moneymaker at the time, but then afterwards kind of dropped off. And I think that it quickly disappeared from everyone's memories. And it doesn't really seem like there's a lot of interest or hype surrounding that property and no real reason for them to return and make a sequel. And that's kind of how I see it, in my opinion, and just in the people that I know that talk about movies. No one is talking about or is interested in a sequel. So I don't think we'll get one anytime in the near future.
Here's the funny thing. I remember 4 years ago, Peter Berg said, "We're making another one." And Will Smith is back on board. Charlize Theron is back on board. Charlize Theron, husband in the film. Jason Bateman. Yeah, Jason Bateman. Bateman's back. Everybody's back on board. We're moving ahead. Then nothing happened, and like 2 years ago, Berg was being talked to again. He says, "Yeah, honestly, right now, we just can't even get everybody together in the same room. Everybody's just too busy. But we did have a couple of meetings, and Will Smith had his own idea for the film, and we all brought our ideas. It's happening, and now 2 more years have passed." And I say, I'm with you. I really liked Hancock up until the third act. I think the third act, for me, it kind of fell apart, but I was really into it. And I would be quite interested in a sequel. I would like to see where they go next with him and stuff like that. I thought it was really fascinating. Even the mythology they kind of introduced, I thought had potential. But they've been saying now for years and years and years, "Oh yeah, we're doing it, and every year passes and nothing happens. So I have no idea. It sounds like they want to do it.
Well, the most important thing though is, does the studio want to do it? Because that's the people that are putting the money in it.
Dude, $600 and something million the first one.
Yeah.
There's some room for error there. You know, when it makes that much money, you can say, we can make $100 million less on a sequel and still be profitable. So you got to think, because they're such greedy little suckers, which is a good thing for a studio executive to be, you kind of think they want to move ahead with it. I'm a little bit at a loss for this.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.